What's up, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Riaz, bringing you guys this five-game slate here on a Thursday. So last night, again, and another injury in my lineup. Christian Wood, our cover boy did well, and Jared Allen, but just up and down. Had a couple good picks, but we just couldn't string together the right sort of power play. We had a couple guys in the Discord who did really well. So awesome to see that. And welcome. If this is your first time joining us, you can sign up using promo code Upstate on Prize Picks. You get a $100 deposit match. Well, up to $100. You can put in just 25. You can put in 50, whatever the amount you want, but they'll match that up to $100. If you never played Prize Picks before, it's a super simplified daily fantasy sports website where you can mix and match sports. You can mix and match college basketball with NHL or MMA, soccer. They got esports on here now. So they've been really in the mix, man. They've been doing really well. There's someone like Giannis Antetokounmpo. You can take him 26 and a half over under on that. You can pair him up with Van Vliet in that same game. You can 5x your money, 10x your money. So there's a lot of different ways to approach your lineups in Prize Picks. So we're going to talk a whole bunch of different categories today. Only 5 games. The games aren't perfect. The lines are really tight today. They did a good job on these lines. They're pretty tight. So we're going to get right after this one. And also, I know I mentioned something about a giveaway on Monday's video, but we'll give the information for that on Friday. On tomorrow's video, we'll run the giveaway up until Sunday, and then we'll announce the winner on Monday. So tune into Friday's video. If you guys want to get some information on the giveaway. So Riyad's going to start us off in the points.
Really, the only guy I'm on for the points is Simmons, and his line's sitting at 18 and a half, and I like the under. I know he's going to get that usage bump, the minutes, right around 30, but I think this line is just way too high for me. And even against Detroit, where it's kind of a great matchup for Simmons, and he only had 12 points, which was kind of his ceiling there, really. And we know that Simmons is a great producer when he's out there, but the scoring is still going to go to McCollum. He'll probably have 30 points if this game stays close. And not only that, I don't love the matchup against the Spurs. I think Derrick White's going to be on him pretty good, and they could even switch up where DeJounte Murray's on Simmons, and that really just doesn't bode well for him. So really like the under on his points.
Yeah. So Anthony Simons is how we say it. Anthony
Oh,
Simons.
Simons.
Yeah, but when he's out there, he gets a solid amount of run when there's injuries, and it's just he's streaky. When he gets the run, sometimes he could play a lot of minutes, but sometimes he can not be as consistent with the shot. So I understand where you're coming from here, and like you said, I don't really love this matchup. And this is one of the games that I'm kind of just fading on today's slate in general. But I know where you're coming from in terms of the under on Simons here. He every time I chase these late games, I never do well. I've put on a couple props for DeJounte Murray so far this season. Derrick White, too. I'm going to talk about him in a second. He looks promising in this matchup, but not someone I wanted to highlight exactly. But I know he's a streaky kind of guy. He can get hot any moment. But this game is just a tough one for me to choose from. So is there anyone else here?
No, I was really only on him.
And then other than that, we were on Aiton last video too, and Aiton's at 17 and a half. Well, this was not last video, but on Tuesday's slate. With Booker going down, Aiton gets a little bit of a bump here, but at 17, not something that I'm looking forward to putting in tonight. And these Bulls guys are always right around the same lines, and nothing I'm really particularly loving here. And then we'll hop over to rebounds. Riaz, you got a guy here?
Yeah, I got a couple guys here. The first guy that I'm on is Bobby Portis. His line's sitting at seven and a half. I love that line for him. I love the matchup against Toronto. He's averaging 8 boards a game, and we know they just added Cousins, but Cousins played last game, only played around 15, 13 minutes. Didn't really do that well. I know he grabbed right around 4 or 5 boards, so nothing really spectacular. We know he's probably got to get his conditioning in. And Bobby Portis has just been playing very well so far this year. And with Toronto, we know Scotty Barnes, Siakam. Those are big guys, but Bobby Portis is he's an energy guy. He goes out there, plays hard for 30, 35 minutes, and he uses his size very well down low. He grabs a ton of offensive boards, grabs just it's just incredible to watch him go out there and play. And with this matchup, yes, yes, Toronto's a good um, rebounding team, but besides really Giannis, Portis is gonna just clean up the boards, and at 7.5, that just seems a little too low for me.
Yeah, Bobby Portis, he just like he's a fan favorite in Milwaukee. I know they're going on the road tonight, but he's just like you said, high energy guy. Covered that perfect. He really can go out there even in 20 minutes. He can go out there and just really just change the narrative of the game. Draw a charge. Get a block or two. Just really get the energy going for this Milwaukee squad. I expect this game to honestly stay pretty close. Milwaukee just they're on a back to back. Just played a tight game with the Hornets. So they're on the back to back. Toronto's is lower in the East, but now they're getting healthy. So they want to come and make a statement here. So I would like for this game to stay close. I think Portis gets a solid amount of run, even with Cousins playing. I don't think Cousins is going to play over 20 minutes. He should stay about where he was last game. So I like where you're at here, Bobby Portis over 7.5 rebounds. And then for me, in the assist category, I pretty much got a guy here that I wanted to talk about. That's Lonzo Ball. He's at 4.5 here. I really like his line here at 4.5. There's a lot of scores on the Chicago team. We've been on Lonzo Ball a couple times so far this season, and we know his ceiling as a playmaker, and he's just been playing really well. Very sound so far this season. He's only averaging pretty much 4.5 assists this season. He's at 4.8, but we'll call it 4.5 here. He's had some low games so far. He's had games where he's only had 2 assists, but I mean, I think this matchup against the Knicks, the backcourt doesn't scare me at all. Between whether they're rolling out Kemba or Rose or quickly, it doesn't really scare me. I think Lonzo can hold his own back there, and I think he's gonna have a really nice game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to a couple people in the Discord, and a lot of people were on this. So it's nice to see that a lot of people are on Lonzo. I can see this line kind of shifting a little bit. We've seen just the production with everyone just getting healthy for this Chicago Bulls team that he just has so many good shooters around him. I mean, we saw DeRozan just go on a scoring spree where he was dropping almost 30 points a game, and then Zach LaVine is just an incredible talent as well. So he's got a lot of players he can dish it to, and like I always say, Lonzo Ball is kind of the new generation of old school basketball where he's not the primary scorer in this team, but he gets the ball just moving around for this offense. And honestly, he could rack up double digit assists any given night. And it's just a little unfortunate we haven't seen that, but it helps because this line is low, and it's a great line at 4.5.
Not to mention the last time they played the Knicks, he went out there. He had 5 assists against the Knicks in a tight game too. So I think this game should stay tight. So it's not going to be the high-scoring game in my opinion. Both teams play pretty well on the defensive end. But I think regardless, with the scores that Lonzo has around him, he should be able to get this. So I like that over 4.5 as well. I'm gonna hop over to 3 pointers made. So we got a couple shooters on here. Like I said, Derrick White, Lou Dort, a couple guys like Alec Burks has been getting hot lately. He hit four threes back to back games. Evan Fournier. So there's a couple guys here. Is there anyone that you're really on? I know Vucevic had his legs under him, had a really great game. So is there anyone else in 3 pointers made that you're kind of targeting?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really on Derek White, and it's just on the fact that he's finally getting it going from three. I mean, if you just look at his last couple of games, he's just been not really crushing this line, but back-to-back games over three, and it's just nice to see. I think this Portland game, there's a chance of a blowout since Lillard is out, and the Spurs aren't a great team, but they've been playing some tough teams, and when they kind of play a team that's kind of a little under their level, they kind of seem to blow them out. But Derek White has just been smashing as of late, and I just like running the hot hand. And with Lillard being out, I don't see McCollum really locking down Derek White or Simon. So like Derek White here.
I don't think there's going to be much defense, really played on the side of the Portland Trailblazers. So I think someone like Derrick White or Dejounte Murray can really get going. So Derrick White here should flourish right now in this game. Especially with no Lillard. I don't know if the blowout factor is really going to play a big role in terms of this three-pointers prop. I think if they do blow him out, he's going to have a pretty significant role in them blowing him out. So him hitting two threes tonight, I like this bet, and I like to take this one over 1.5. And we go to fantasy score. Really intriguing props over here at fantasy score. I don't mind a couple of these. The first guy I wanted to talk about was Pascal Siakam. He's been getting some solid run. Obviously, like, kind of the centerpiece. One of the cornerstones of this franchise, really, since they gave him that money. So they do give him the solid run, 37, 38 minutes. I hope this game stays close. It should stay fairly close. They're in Toronto tonight. He seems to play a little bit better at home than he does away. Um, and he's the type of guy that can give you a double double. He's not going to go out there and be a triple double guy. But we can see a game where he scores 25 points, gets you 10 rebounds and 5 assists. We haven't really seen it yet this season. We saw a 32-point game, a 25 and 12 game early on in the season. But we know his ceiling is around like 55 fantasy points. So here, going against this Milwaukee team, Siakam's the guy I'm targeting here at 36.5.
Don't mind Siakam at all. Kind of a little discount here is Robinson Earl for OKC going against Memphis. He had a pretty average game last time out. His line sitting at 21 and a half, and I really only like this prop if Josh Giddey is still out. Earl's just gonna pick up all the run and all the usage that Giddy usually gets if he is out. So this line kind of based off if Giddy is out. But I like a couple other guys in this fantasy score prop. I'm kind of back on Tyus Jones. We've seen him just absolutely struggle. I got his line a little bit earlier. It was around 24, 25 and a half. It jumped up to 26 and a half. I don't really mind this. I love the matchup against OKC. Much easier matchup than the last couple of games. I mean, he played Toronto and he had 25.1, and then he played the Kings. Just another awful night shooting at 21.6 fantasy score. So we still see he gets the assist. Unfortunately, I had him on the assist and he pushed, but still 6 assists. He grabs a couple of boards, and if we can just see him getting going, just shooting the ball, I think he'll be right around 30, maybe even 35 fantasy score tonight. So like Tyus Jones.
Yeah, we've been on him, man. Like, we're waiting for a good one from him, like, because we know the potential is there. So we're just waiting for a solid one. So it should be coming soon. I hope, really. And this should be a matchup where he should play well going against this OKC team. So I think that'll wrap things up for us, man. So some weird picks. We haven't been on Portis at all really this season. White has been up and down for us. Siakam, this is the first time I'm placing a Siakam prop really. Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Giddy is definitely out. I just saw that I'm pretty sure it's like 90% that he's not playing. So Robinson Earl does look solid too. That line might shift a little bit too. But yeah, solid set of games really. This Milwaukee and Toronto game should be pretty fun to watch. Other than that, I'm excited to get into this one. Like I said, the giveaway information is Friday. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, hop in there. It's been good. We have like tons of members hopping in. Everyone's talking. We got some winners. So it's been awesome to see. I like interacting with you guys. Really appreciate that. The channel's been growing. Me and Riaz are really grateful for all that's been going on over here. So thank you guys. Let's win some cash tonight. We'll see you on Friday. Peace.